out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
He was brought down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Caden Smith, 40 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10. At their
Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Good.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll run. It's Sanders. Sanders shaking and baking. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But this
Alshon Jeffrey. Oh, my goodness. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 48 yards. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
What maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Jones and the Giants now with a first and 10 at their 35-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and a yard.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Now Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Jones on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
It's 2nd down.
To try again after the sack. Jones, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, and it's 3rd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brandon Graham able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss. And it takes us to 4th down as well. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. All tied up, 6-6. Our score after one.
Tied 6-6.
Riley Dixon now to punt it away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
8-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And he's going to keep it here. Hurts fumbles it. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
At the 36-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
On 1st down, Hurts letting one go deep for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Made by Brandon Graham. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
On 2nd and 9. Jones, his throw incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Jones escaping the pressure right. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
9 yards. It's second down.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now Jones throwing on third and long. And Ingram hauls it in. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Able to convert on third and 14. A terrific play call. Throwing on first down. Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
Field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. On first and 10, it's Sanders. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 30.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And quickly finding Rager. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, first and 10 at the 43. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a first and 10 at their own 44. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. From the gun, Jones. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
4th down.
They're going to try and throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
2nd and 9. At the 40.
Operating from the gun. Jones being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
That was earning a 1st down the hard way. You want your quarterback to be a scrapper, but you also want to keep him upright. He paid for that 1st down by taking a big-time hit.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And that's incomplete.
Jones on the keeper. Incomplete on the throwaway. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd. And 7 ahead.
With the score all tied.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, McCoy. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot.
The field goal, a 38-yard attempt.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And how about this? It's complete. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. From 21 yards away. And the Giants have taken the lead.
I don't know who exactly made the call. Was it the special teams coach? But it had to be okayed by the head coach. Gutsy call. Fake field goal that results in a touchdown. A terrific play.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And they'll begin by running the option. Eluding the pressure right. This ball complete to Rager. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make this second very manageable.
Man, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
39-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Wentz on the give to Sanders. Down to the 25. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And that's knocked away and incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. Brought down by Nate Gehrig. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's McCoy. Finds his tight end Ingram. And this play comes to a halt. At the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. The receivers have been running them ragged, maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Philadelphia.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. Now Dion Lewis to return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
Let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Operating from the gun, McCoy. Looking sideline, incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. From the gun, McCoy. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
At the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now McCoy. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Golden Tate. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. McCoy. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Giants are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Operating from the gun, McCoy. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Well, a little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is, if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McCoy. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance. You got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position. Make sure we don't lose the game here. Turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
A short throw to Ingram. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. And now Joe Judge going to turn to an official and signal for a timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, McCoy. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McCoy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Operating from the gun, McCoy. This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
On 4th down, here's the option. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Touchdown. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we...
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay. Then I hit that. Okay. Then I hit that. Sound like you know. Okay. Then I hit that. Okay. Then I hit that. Yeah. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay. Then I hit that. Okay. Then I hit that. Sound like you know. Okay. Then I hit that.
Irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess. You ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you, like cheetah, run up and I'm there in the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's sauce so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, thinking need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm...
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he... Dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Now Foles. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
32-yard line.
Here's Foles. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's first and 10. Foles. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
By the Cowboys.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Here's DiNucci to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
To throw is DiNucci. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So first and goal now from the 7-yard line. DiNucci steps away to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz, as time expires in the first half, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Now Elliott. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He's taken down at the 33.
5 yards remain on second down. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. Again, it's Elliott. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
First down, Cowboys.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Michael Gallup. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bears' 7-yard line.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the Cowboys are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say? It's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. You're friend smart, but my boy's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool, I don't know what we have. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Get it triumphant, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment, energy up my body burning. And my stomach keep up tight, stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it, gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, babe. Must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm trying to find. They say I got sex appeal. I think it's cause I wear the flag gun. I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power, and look at my dogs. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, how she emergency mix? Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light year just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask?
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Straight ahead, a rematch at Super Bowl 48, and it should be a good one, between the Seattle Seahawks and the Denver Broncos.
For Seattle.
Here we go in a rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway. Looking into the snowflakes, and he muffs it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Melvin Gordon, the ball.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you can do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Pass. Complete.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Give him 2 yards on that play, and the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Locke throwing complete here to Judy. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 47-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Locke escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole.
They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. So we see it right here on the opening drive, throwing the football in these snowing conditions. Going to be very, very tough. You wonder if they're going to rethink the aerial attack going forward.
It will be interesting, and it'll be a debate because most of the quarterbacks that we know, they believe they can throw through anything. They don't care if it's rain, snow, it doesn't matter, as long as they get a chance to throw the football. And I think a lot of coaches think that in these...
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 42 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. They run it here with Gordon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12, operating from the 39. After 7-0 on EA Sports. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs.
47-yard line.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
At the 42-yard line.
A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out in a hurry.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. They'll roll him out right. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Wilson.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. Lock. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And the punt team is out there. It's not 4th down. Maybe the cold weather here freezing their brain a bit. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
This is Carson. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
At the 15-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They run again with Carson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
throw. Carson, he'll buy some time right. And the Seahawks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
That 2nd down play nets a -4.
That was well defended, and while it was completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
So backed up to the 6 now, 3rd and goal. And now Wilson unhappy with something he saw there as he's going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they forced the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 45. And right away, he'll look to throw. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And now off to the races, down the right side. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And I don't think there should be much of a discussion here, but you know how I am. You kick the football, you take the lead. How bold do you want to be in this situation, though?
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20, 10, Huge play there for Denver. 66 yards for him on the ground.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a first and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Block now to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next...
A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
That's good.
A big play that time for the Seahawks. 93 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Touchdown.
So the big play to kick off the drive set him up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Open man Hamler, that's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. As the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
To throw is Locke. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And I think the Broncos have it. They do. So they needed the onside kick. They got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
2nd and 7 on the Seahawks 34-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. He completes this to Sutton. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming.
Bronco field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
33-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Tonight's final.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn, Kane, you done kill Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibi splash. If I finally starting to realize, never give up and coast. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Time to try and go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why these people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right, I don't got time. I could into all to. We're talking about you, about to protecting the sons and daughters from political and slaughter.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Never play by the rules. Guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude. Poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse. When you got different views, just know you gon' pay the price based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with MK Ultra. I knew you was a vulture. Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle. Fumbling out through the rubble. Remember this in jungle. The top always gonna get something. The middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left with nothing? 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 Agitated illusion. Only built for confusion. The institution. Modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe not shit I do. Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No ceiling wins that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No ceiling wins that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No ceiling wins that never be the same.
Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Tennessee Titans.
Steven Gostkowski set to kick off.
Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And off we go from Soldier Field. Oh, a good-looking return setup here. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's the first carry now for Frank Gore. And unable. To get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
Simmons on the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's...
and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Looky here, a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and now an onside kick. And the Jets have got it. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, it's Henry, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
It's now 3rd and 9.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He finds Humphreys. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
35-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Draw play. This is Henry. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down, 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
Jets, nothing. Stephen Gostkowski on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend the lead to 11-0. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and now it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Malcolm Butler.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, Tannehill flushed out right. He'll try and run it. But I think the ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
Rolling to his right. He'll look downfield for Humphreys. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Ryan Tannehill with a touchdown pass to A.J. Brown. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early in the elements. You're on the nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And the ball is knocked out, but I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And he's going to let it go deep. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And some space here.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And he's going to let it go deep. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. And he's going to let it go deep. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
They'll set up a throw, and he's going to let it go deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to let it go deep. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Brett Kern. And look at this, it's a fake. Oh, but he'll be stopped well short of the first down marker, and it's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, but it'll be second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Now the ball comes loose. Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and that'll make it third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Now back to throw. Screenplay, Johnson. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there. Back now at Soldier Field.
17.
It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter.
Chase McLaughlin on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll run it here with P-Ryan. And the Jets are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touch. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught. He got it in the end zone. So instead of trying to get 1 point closer, they roll the dice on the fake and come up with 2. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
So conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Well, he does have a good leg, I'll give him that, but not that good.
Not by a long shot.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jamison Crowder. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he gets it to go to cut the deficit now to 2, 17-15.
The score, Titans 17, Jets 15.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them inbounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen to Pirine. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete, and now 2nd down. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both, because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
At the 48-yard line.
And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their 2nd-year kicker. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their 2nd-year kicker. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler, Gostkowski. This from Tom Dempsey range here.
2-yard attempt.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Oh, a danger. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of...
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A costly mistake here at OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they will take a knee here.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were thrown for a loss.
So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler, Gostkowski. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler, Gostkowski. This to win it in overtime.
65-yard attempt.
And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. So you had to figure that sooner or later someone was going to top Matt Prater's record of 64, and officially this one will go in the record books at 65.
You saw him lining up for this, and you just thought to yourself, you know, he couldn't make this. And sure enough, to be here to see it, that's pretty darn awesome.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.